the Heart Connection podcast, lovelies. This is a place to connect, to inspire, to heal, and to empower you to live a healthy, happy, and purposeful life from your heart. I'm Pavlina Jirushkova, your host. I'm an intuitive health and life coach, and I help women to connect to themselves, to step into their power and their purpose, and to heal from within. I believe that all issues we are experiencing in life, physical, mental, and emotional, arise from being disconnected from your heart, from your true self, and I'm going to help you to open your mind, to connect to your heart, and to heal from within. So let's dive right in. Hello and welcome to episode 21 of the Heart Connection podcast, lovelies. The topic of today's episode is your healing journey is a journey to yourself. Why I wanted to talk about this topic today is because healing your chronic health issues is a journey, certainly. And it is a journey to yourself. My healing journey has been a journey to myself, and it's been a journey of self-discovery, and it has taken me a long time to figure this out. And why I wanted to share this with you is because I want to help you so you don't have to make the same mistakes. You don't have to, it doesn't have to take this long for you as it has for me, because for me, it's been a long journey, and healing chronic illness, chronic health issues, whatever they are for you, they're from the perspective of Western medicine, there is no cure usually for chronic health issues, for chronic illness such as eczema, autoimmune disease, and many other issues. And I do believe that chronic health issues are not only curable, but that there is a much deeper reason behind them. I've talked about this many times on this podcast, but certainly there are no quick fixes. There's no one size fits all. There is no quick fix solution, and you have to address your individual root causes on the one hand, but on the other hand, we're not that different either. So the main reason why we suffer from chronic health issues and why so many people, especially women, suffer from chronic health issues in this day and age is because we are disconnected from ourselves, we are disconnected from nature, we are disconnected from the universe. We live in our heads instead of living in our body, instead of living in our heart, instead of living in alignment with our highest selves. And in order to heal, it's crucial to go within for all of us, no matter what your health issues are, no matter what your symptoms are. All of us, in order to heal in the long term, it's necessary to connect to yourself, connect to your highest self, find alignment with your highest self, follow the guidance of your inner voice. There is no magic diet, no magic pill or herb or magic potion. There is no external solution. No magic healer will save you. No one else can save you. No one else can heal you. Not in the long term. There might be some solutions that may help you, for a little bit, or that may make you feel better for a little bit. But if you want to heal, if you really want to get rid of your symptoms, of your chronic health issues, you need to wake up. You need to help yourself. You need to step up. You need to decide you want to change, you want to heal, you want to start doing the work. And it's not about changing who you are. It's about changing and releasing who you are not. And connect to your true self, who has always been there. Go within, reconnect with your true self, and release all that's not in alignment with your true self. It's not that difficult. It's quite simple, really. I know it's not easy, but all you need to do is release conditioning that's not in alignment with your highest self that you acquired during your life, through your childhood, through your upbringing that you picked up from your parents, from community, from school, from society. Release emotional blocks that you may have not processed during emotional blocks are not emotions that they haven't been processed, traumas, old traumas, limiting beliefs that are holding you back, that are keeping you small, that are keeping you scared of the future or stuck in the past. Release all that no longer serves you, that's not in alignment with your true self, with your highest self. And symptoms, whatever they are, chronic health issues, chronic symptoms, they are just showing you the way back to yourself. It is really simple. It has taken me a long time before I discovered this myself. But now that I know this, I just can't stop talking about it, because I feel like so many people still live in the illusion that chronic health issues are either incurable, or that you can just manage symptoms with some medication, or that maybe you will heal by changing your lifestyle and diet. Of course, it can help to a degree, but unless you really go within and start living in alignment with your highest self, in alignment with your guidance, with your inner voice, unless you do that, you won't be able to heal, most probably, and that's the problem. Most of us are disconnected from ourselves, from the love within, because that's what we are. We aren't the conditioning, we aren't the fear, we aren't the limiting beliefs, the negative thoughts that our brain is giving us about ourselves and about the world. We live in our heads, in distorted perceptions of the mind. We live in fear of the future, or anxiety about the future, or stuck in the past, in our past experiences, experiencing the same issues all over again, mental, physical, emotional. And we are experiencing lack of self-love, lack of self-trust. Like I said, we have been conditioned by our parents, by society, by the community we grew up in, and so on. But it's the same way our parents and their parents have been conditioned. It's not their fault. It has been happening for years and years, maybe even centuries. And we all have given our power away, because that's what we've been taught, that we are powerless, that there are other people that may be able to save us, like doctors and so on. And of course, in some situations, in some instances, of course, Western medicine can be so helpful. But when we're talking about chronic health issues, then it's really a sign of not living in connection with your true self, with your highest self, with the universe, with God, with the higher power, with all there is, with nature. And it's time to take your power back. It's time to release this conditioning. It's time to heal this ancestral conditioning, these ancestral wounds, all these traumas. Because deep underneath all of the fear, all of the conditioning, all of the limiting beliefs, the emotional blocks, all of the symptoms, everything underneath all of that, you are love. Your true nature is unconditional love, and you are so powerful. You are unlimited. It's really unconditional love that's connected to all there is, to the whole universe, to nature, to everything. And if you release all the conditioning, all the limiting beliefs, your symptoms will start melting away. They will start disappearing when you work through all the root causes, all the blocks, all the conditioning. You will be able to connect to the love within. And that's really to the healing journey, the journey to yourself, back to your highest self, back to the love, back to the unconditional love within you. And learn again to love yourself, to trust yourself, to trust your inner voice, trust your heart, to connect to your heart, to live in alignment with this guidance, with this love. And you're not alone, you're never alone on this journey. Of course, you can find people like me who can support you on this journey, who can help you, who can hold space for you, who can guide you when you still not as connected in the beginning. But aside from that, you always have the support of the whole universe, of your inner voice, your highest self, your spirit support squad, all the beautiful light beings, guides, angels, ascended masters, teachers, your loved ones. There's always support. You're never alone on this journey. And the more you connect to yourself, the more you will be able to connect to this whole support that's available to you. All this love that's available to you. And like I said, it's been definitely a journey for myself. Like 10 years ago, I didn't know who I was or what I wanted. I didn't love myself. I wanted to be loved. I so wanted to be loved, and I wanted to be happy and fulfilled. I didn't know how to do it, and I was struggling for so long, most of my life, but deep down, I felt that there can be a different life. I was scared that I never really be healthy or happy or fulfilled. And this voice sometimes still comes up, I'm not gonna lie. I still struggle sometimes, when I'm disconnected from myself. Some of these old patterns will still pop up sometimes, even after all these years, and I will still experience some physical symptoms. There are still times when I struggle emotionally, and physical symptoms might show up when I'm not listening to my inner guidance, when I don't recognize in the moment that I'm in an old emotional pattern, that I'm in fear, that I'm stressed out, and that I haven't taken the time to go within, or when I've not been following my guidance, when I'm not in alignment with the highest vibration of love, when I live in fear more than I live in love, which hasn't been so difficult, because you all know that in the last 2 years, most of us experienced so much fear, our personal one, individual fears, and collective fear, which exacerbates the individual fears as well. And when I'm human, it still happens. I still experience sometimes these things, but the more I realize this, the more I keep connecting back to my heart, the more I keep connecting back to myself and following my guidance, it gets easier. And it's not linear, it might get better for a while and it might get worse. And of course, the physical symptoms I experienced 5 years ago, that they're gone, most of the physical symptoms are gone. All the severe eczema I had all over my body is gone. I just may get a flare up on my hand, or all of the thyroid issues and digestive issues, all of that's gone. So compared to where I was 5 years ago or 10 years ago, it's minor. But they still come as reminders when I don't follow my guidance, when I don't pay attention, when I slip into unconscious living and I don't notice my emotions, or sometimes I'm just tired, when I just don't want to do the work and I slip. Sometimes I slip and I'm only human. But then when I get back to it, the symptoms will go away, negative emotions will go away, and it gets easier, it gets really easier over time. In the beginning, it might be really difficult to connect and to feel the love within and to hear the guidance. But the more you connect, the easier it gets. So today, sometimes it's really what it takes is a deep breath for me. But when I'm disconnected, when I don't do the work, when I do things I know I shouldn't do, or when I'm stressing out or worrying about something, when I'm not present, it will show up again. And it's just a reminder for me. And the solution really is just to keep connecting to your heart, to your inner voice, your highest self, and live more and more in alignment with yourself, with your highest self. Because all of these symptoms or negative emotions or negative thought patterns, limiting beliefs, that are just signs that you're not in alignment. And as soon as you come back, they go away. Because that's just, all of these things are just perceptions of the mind. It's not the truth of who you are. It's not the reality. It's just a perception of your mind that's based on things you've learned in the past. And physical symptoms will show up when you keep disregarding your emotions, because your emotions are usually the signs that you disconnected. And when you keep disregarding your negative emotions for a while, or you keep living in stress and in fear, then your body will show you. When you're not following your guidance, when you're not following the messages, or when you're not conscious enough to hear them, your body will show you. And to heal physical symptoms, all you need to do to heal them is uncover what's behind it, what's at the root of the symptoms. What's not in alignment? What have you not processed? Where is your energy not flowing? Where is your energy not flowing because there is an emotional block in your subconscious? Just unprocessed emotions that might be connected again to some limiting beliefs or some traumas from the past. And step by step, when you start noticing this, when you start releasing these blocks, when you start changing your energy by changing your emotions, by connecting to your highest self, to the love within, changing your energy, changing your vibration, and living more and more in alignment with your highest self, slowly you will start healing mentally, emotionally, and physically. And it's been a journey. It's been a long journey for me, and I've tried so many different things. For years it was trial and error, and over the years I tried many diets, so many different healing modalities. I worked with so many healers and coaches and therapists, and over the years I discovered what works and what doesn't for healing chronic health issues. I've tested all these methods and the modalities over the years myself, and I use them successfully with my one-to-one clients. And I'm really being guided to share this with more and more women, with a wider audience, because we are awakening. More and more women are ready to step up and step into their power, align with their true self, connect with their true self and with the universe, because we are all one. It's your higher self, your soul, your inner voice. It's just an extension of the universe. It's all connected. And more of us are ready to step up and reconnect with this energy, with this power within. Release that's no longer serving you and heal from within. Just release the layers and layers of conditioning, of pain, or of suffering. I talked about this a few episodes ago in, I think it was episode 19, Why Do We Suffer? That really suffering is just a sign that we're not connected to our highest self, to our heart. And suffering is just means to awakening, because without suffering we wouldn't be sort of forced to awaken, and we would just live in the illusion of the mind. And because I'm being guided to share this with more women, and I'm not able to work with as many women one-to-one, I am creating the first time an online program using these proven methods and modalities that will help you to uncover and release the main underlying causes of your health issues, that will help you to reconnect with your highest self and start living in alignment with her, with you. And it will be a step-by-step program. I'm so passionate about this, I'm so passionate about helping women to awaken, to get out of all the pain and suffering on all levels, because we really have suffered enough mentally, physically, and emotionally. And I'm so excited for those of you who will join the Conscious Healing blueprint, because we are going to go deep and we're going to do this together. And step by step, I will guide you together with your highest self, with your inner voice, with the help of your spirit support squad, your guides, and the whole universe. You won't be alone in this. It's so powerful to do this in groups as well. And conscious healing really is about awakening to the truth of who you really are, and release everything that's no longer in alignment with it, with the truth of who you are. Like I said, healing will happen naturally as a result if you release the things that aren't serving you, the things that aren't in alignment with your highest self. So your healing journey is really a beautiful journey of self-discovery, beautiful journey to yourself. I'm so excited. I'm preparing something special for you all. You will soon get a free taste of Conscious Healing Blueprint, of some of the methods and modalities I use in Conscious Healing Blueprint, and I've used with my one-to-one clients over the years. So stay tuned for now. I will announce it next week, what I have in store for you. But for now, if you don't want to miss out, sign up for my newsletter or get on the Conscious Healing Blueprint waitlist. I will include the links in the show notes. And if you don't want to wait to find out more, you can actually go back to episode 16 and listen to episode 16, where I talk about the new paradigm of conscious healing, and where I talk about Conscious Healing Blueprint a little bit more. And I will tell you more about what's coming next week. So until then, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so happy that you were here. And I hope this was helpful for you, because I really can't stress enough how important this is. In order to heal, really, you have to come back to yourself, reconnect to yourself, and release all that's not in alignment with your true self. That's the message for this week, and I will talk to you again soon. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you have a friend who this would be helpful for, please share the episode with them. And until then, my lovelies, sending you all so much love from my heart to yours, and talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye.